up by 314 points. This is SRN News. A serious charge against Meta, correspondent Michael Harrington reports.
The internet giant, which owns Facebook and Instagram, is being accused by a former employee of ignoring sex trafficking on its platforms. Vishnavi Jayakumar, who used to be Instagram's chief safety officer, has testified in a court filing that Meta would allow users to violate the prohibition on prostitution and sexual exploitation 16 times before finally being kicked off the platform. Pro-family groups have long argued that digital companies fail to protect kids. Michael Harrington reporting.
Despite ongoing persecution of Christians in Turkey, there's been a surge of renewed optimism over the possible reopening of a Greek Orthodox religious seminary that had been closed since 1971. The Halki Theological School has become a symbol of Orthodox heritage and a focal point in the push for religious freedoms in Turkey. This is SRN News. X has a new feature that lets users see where an account is actually based.
Online investigators quickly found that many popular accounts, often posting in support of U.S. political movements with thousands or hundreds of thousands of followers, are based outside the U.S. This raises concern about foreign influence in American politics. Researchers at NewsGuard identified several popular accounts that appeared to be run by Americans interested in politics, but were actually based in Eastern Europe, Asia, or Africa. Rich Thomason reporting.
South Korea launched its largest satellite yet on its nationally developed space rocket early Thursday, the fourth of 6 planned launches through 2027. The 3-stage Nuri rocket lifted off from the country's spaceport on an island. More details at srnnews.com. From Washington, I'm Keith Peters.
These are not tears. We are vomiting from our eyes.
And yet, what they're worried about? The words you use to call criminals. Because there's a certain stigma they don't want criminals to have to deal with.
Could we talk about something else?
I'm going to give you information that's going to make you have to make a decision, have to do something about what's going on in this country.
Something resembling anything.
If you want to get involved in the conversation, 855-REAL-JOE, 855-732-5563. Check out my classic podcast. There's so much going on the website, but do something. Get involved.
The Joe Messina Show.
Well, welcome back to another session of Sanity right here on the Joe Messina Show. Always a pleasure to have you with me. 855-REAL-JOE, 855-732-5563. Get involved, get engaged. As I always say, be part of the solution. Make sure you've got a clue. You know what's going on. All this fun stuff. Seriously, no joke. And I do appreciate the time that you're spending with us here on the air. Again, and in the chat room. And. Because I want you to get informed. I want you to get informed before you get engaged. But the important thing is to get informed. Seriously, no joke. All right, still got a lot happening. Dr. B's going to join us after the break. Still have, I never really realized, because I didn't really hang out with people who either said they were, alluded to the fact that they were having issues, problems around the Thanksgiving table, the Christmas table. I never really... myself, I never was really subjected to it, honestly. So it's tough, for a guy like me. But after talking to Dr. B and a few other friends or what have you, I'm surprised at how many people are having issues. And God bless. I hope they get the help they need. I don't know any other way to put it. And that's why I decided to run some of the interviews we've done in the past over helping people get through the holidays. Right? So we'll see if that helps you. We'll see if it makes a difference, if it makes things, easier for you. All right, I find it interesting that the left has already jumped all over, as you probably already have assumed, jumped all over. This is Trump's fault. Because of his rhetoric, because of how nasty language. And it's funny, they don't look at their nasty language at all. No, they don't care what they say. I mean, listen to them. Listen to what they call for. And then they're going to tell you that we're the violent ones. I've always found that just inspiring. That kind of delusion, I can't even imagine having. I just can't. But they have it, and they love to flaunt it. It's not just having it. They'll more than happy to show it to you in big numbers. And when you try to talk to them about certain things, again, what's the name? J.D. Pritzker, today, talking about how this is because of Trump. You are the guys that are telling our military to not listen to Trump, number one. Right? Number two, they're protecting the cities. They're out there. You're giving the military bogus information, stuff that just won't work, not gonna work, good luck. And then you wonder why. You wonder why this happens. And somebody coined a phrase or sent me info. I don't know if they coined the phrase or not. But we're going to start using the word Democrat privilege. That's right, Democrat privilege. I mean, when it comes to law, when it comes to any of these things, they seem to have a bunch of privilege, don't they? They're not held to the same standards when it comes to the law as us, breaking the law, whatever it is. They always get a free pass. Or the majority of the time, they get a free pass. Right? And then the Dems are out there. You want to talk about them sticking up for the illegals and those who have broken the law? The Democrats are putting together a lawsuit against the Trump administration to restore the SNAP benefits to illegal immigrants. They're not entitled to them. Besides, Hakeem Jeffries told us there are no benefits. So how can you restore something that doesn't exist? Hey, I'm just trying to learn. Right? Attorney generals from 21 different states and the District of Columbia, every single one of them a Democrat, are suing the Trump administration on Wednesday to stop the federal government from cutting off supplemental nutritional assistance programs. Well, SNAP. Right? So we'll see what happens. They want to give the refugees money. They want to give them all money. This is just amazing. Now, the states say the administration, including Secretary of Agriculture, is attempting to impose restrictions never approved by Congress. Well, but Congress never approved giving money. Matter of fact, it's against the law to give money to illegals. It's funny how they want to use bits and pieces and portions and surgically pull out what they want to allow you to use. Right? Oregon Attorney General Dan Rayfield, who filed a suit, said in a press release, "We're the wealthiest country in the world and no one should go hungry." Oh, right. We're the wealthiest country. Yeah, okay. What about you guys? How much money do you guys put into this? I love this stuff where when you go look, every year when you go look at the monetary giving of legislators, who's, to nonprofits and such, the biggest givers are Republicans. Right? That's number one. Number two is, as far as being the wealthiest, what does that mean? Because we're the wealthiest country, we should feed everybody who walks over the border? Seriously? I'm not there. Joe Messina, your host. Don't go far. A lot more coming up with Dr. B when we return.
Omaha Steaks is rewriting the book on burgers with an all-new handmade texture for the juiciest home-style burgers you've ever tasted. Their pure ground burgers are made from single cuts of real, aged Omaha steaks. These are truly steaks on a bun. Filet mignon, ribeye, New York strip, sirloin, and even brisket burgers. Now is the time to experience the exclusive Burger Perfection Flight for just $79.99. Go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code TREAT at checkout to get an extra $20 off your order, plus free shipping. You'll get 4 of each pure ground burger, so you can sample all the steak on a bun greatness. These burgers are crafted for a juicier, more tender experience, making your mouth water with every single bite. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com, use promo code TREAT at checkout, and get $20 off the Burger Perfection Flight and discover your new burger obsession. Minimum order may be required.
You've been working hard, doing the right thing, and paying your taxes, and putting your hard-earned money in the Medicare piggy bank all your life. And now it's time to break the piggy bank and get something back. Medicare. If you didn't know it, Medicare is health insurance for people over 65, and you've paid for it with your tax dollars. Medicare plans now have more benefits than ever. That's good news, especially if you're like me and looking forward to paying as little as possible for good health insurance. Call and find out what Medicare plan is best for you. Save your time. It's valuable. We've already done the research for you, and in one quick phone call, you can learn how to get the best Medicare plan designed exactly for you. Hey, it's one of the most important decisions in your life. Let us help you through it. Here's our number. Call 65 Plus Medicare now. 800-778-8214. 800-778-8214. That's 800-778-8214. Can your IRA stand up to the next financial crisis that our top economists are saying is at our doorsteps? By allocating a percentage of your IRA into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns by putting your IRA back on the gold standard. Find out how to safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report. Protect your IRA today with one simple phone call and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. Call Genesis Gold Group, empowering faith-driven stewardship. 800-504-1123. 800-504-1123. 800-504-1123. That's 800-504-1123.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're going to be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PHIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PHIL25 for 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PHIL25 for 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code PHIL25.
Attention timeshare owners. Tired of the financial stress? Were you misled by the salesperson? Don't or can't use your timeshare anymore? If any of these apply to you, then you may qualify for timeshare cancellation and get the relief you need now. Timeshare Defense Attorneys is the #1 affordable fixed fee legal solution in the country with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. That's certainly better than my grades. They even offer a 100% client satisfaction guarantee. Let one of their experienced lawyers evaluate your case and explain the process. If they take you as a client, they'll work on your case until it's resolved in your favor, guaranteed. Expect great service and a close working relationship with your lawyer, keeping you informed every step of the way, protecting your rights, interests, and even your credit. It's that simple. Even a kid like me can understand it. The consultation is free. Call today.
800-875-1853. 800-875-1853. That's 800-875-1853.
Can't you see what I'm trying to tell you? I love you. Why don't you marry me?
Why, marry you?
You take me and I'll take a vacation. I'll need a vacation if we're going to get married.
We are back. Joe Messina, your host. Always appreciate the time that you're spending with us. Right? I always appreciate the time that you spend just being involved, being engaged. Last Dr. Beta graced us with her presence, and we've done a few interviews in the past on how to deal with. I don't want to call them the holiday blues, but you're going to be with other adults, relatives. There's no reason in the world why you can't talk about politics. It makes absolutely no sense to me. But she's got other things to say. Take a listen. You're right back on again. Dr. B, Dr. Bridget Melson joins me. She does pretty much every week. This week's kind of special because now we're truly entering into the holiday season. And she's been watching, and I've been watching Facebook and other social media sites where you're seeing people truly, okay, I'm going to say it. She doesn't agree with me. Truly being stupid and keeping your friends, relatives, and loved ones out of the house because you perceive or know that they voted for Donald Trump, or the other way. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if it's happening the other way around. Dr. B, are you seeing a lot of people saying, I'm not letting them in my house because they voted for Harris?
Quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. I've never seen so much goodwill toward others by conservatives saying, I don't care how you voted. If you don't have a place to go, come to our house. Let us serve you. So it's so quite the opposite. It's crazy. So it's which it's interesting because this leads to, I want to continue to talk about veterans and in particular for a moment, this next segment. But you think about a lot of veterans I know are conservative and are Republicans, and they voted for Trump. So you're not only if you shun somebody, you don't know what they're dealing with. Mm-hmm. You do not know if they are dealing with these issues. And the thing about veterans, some of the hidden things they don't talk about. These are our men. These are our real men who have sacrificed their lives to protect us, this great nation. And they don't go on and on about what they did. And who they killed and what they, who they helped, and it's just they don't. These are our real men. So all props from our family all the time. So you don't know what they're dealing with. These people are dealing with these deployments for a long time. They could be dealing with PTS, which is post-traumatic stress. They could be dealing with traumatic brain injuries that were either diagnosed or never diagnosed. So that's a physical issue. So don't just tell them to get over it. Sorry, it gets me so mad because I always offer pro bono work for any veteran at any time. And then they may have chronic pain as well from what they've had to endure. So all of that, and never mind the moral issues they had to deal with taking a life and doing things because they were ordered to. So all of that into one, and then they have to come back to society where, they don't have to be on the alert, but they are, and they don't know why, because their brain is just like alert, 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 right? Any kind of noise, any kind of situation, protection. So give them a little credit. This stuff just doesn't go away, and you never know what's going to set them off. So that is just there. Again, understand why the holidays are hard for them. We've talked a little bit about that. Here we are, the holidays that highlights the best in humanity, right? Everything's happy and all that, and sometimes all they can see is the worst of what's happened in the past, what they've had to do, what they've had to endure, and it's just what the holidays do. It sets it off, especially combat veterans. Combat veterans can be triggered by anniversaries, holidays, certain dates, survivor's guilt. It's fireworks, 4th of July, and they don't want to just hide from the holidays and look like freaks or weirdos. So, how we can help is the following: communicate with the veterans in your life. Give them a safe time, a safe place. Maybe while you're driving, maybe during halftime, check in with them. How are you doing? Can I get you anything? Do you need to take a moment? And don't make it, you have to announce it just in their ear. Hey, how you doing? Just be ready to hear things that you may not want to hear or things that are new to you, and know that it is okay. It might even upset you. You might not agree. But you know what? It's not about you. Just be open. Never shame or guilt trip a veteran ever. I don't care what you feel about wars or veterans or politics. Don't ever do that, because that is going to hit them on a different level than your kid will, or your neighbor will, or your wife will, or whatever. Not that you should shame or guilt trip anybody, but they don't need to hear it. They don't need to hear, well, why did you da-da-da? And can you believe that this president, they don't need to hear that. Let them talk to you. Ask them questions. So hopefully this is helping. Prepare family members before visits. Just say, hey, Johnny is having an extra rough time. He's, with his PTS. Just heads up. And all you need to say is, maybe if they're dealing with substance abuse, how about we don't drink? We're not going to have alcohol here, and everybody's going to survive. You can have a drink after they leave. Just, you know what I mean? Just be supportive and love on them, not in a weird way, but just, extra, hey, I love you. Check in with them.
Yep.
Just be kind. Sometimes you need to find new traditions. Maybe they're newly back or newly having issues, and maybe you don't set off the fireworks this year at New Year's, at your house. Mm-hmm. Just be open to new traditions, talking about what you're thankful for, taking a new trip, getting out of the house and looking at Christmas lights instead of just staying home, playing some games. Just be open to asking them about a tradition they'd like to do or something they'd like to add. So that's kind of just specifically for vets. So hopefully that's helpful. We've got a couple vets in the chat room, so let me know. If that was... Oh, they're saying they need audio. Do you have audio? Oh, it's the new... Okay, sorry. You got to read your chat room. They're talking to you, Joe.
I know. I'm so sorry. Tell them. No, I got an amplifier, too, that's dying. And what it does is out of nowhere, it'll slip. We'll be back in a minute. Yeah, it probably would help if I turned that on, huh? Anyway, I was saying that you can help a lot of people, as she was talking about helping vets, helping this, helping that. There are ways to do that. And it doesn't cost you a whole bunch of money. And it doesn't even take up a whole bunch of your time. And you don't know what that vet's going through and how much help that he or she may need. I'm living right now in California because we've got so many vets on the streets. And the only thing Newsom cares about is suing Trump, suing Trump, suing Trump. This is ridiculous. Now you've got reporters now asking President Trump about his sicknesses or diseases, his conditions. My God, they never asked Joey B that, even when he couldn't find the door that was right in front of him. Just amazing. Yeah. Joe Messina, your host. Don't go far. A lot more coming up after the break with me and Dr. B. We'll be right back.
Attention homeowners. It's not if something's going to break, it's when. That's home ownership. If your dryer, your refrigerator, or your AC and heating breaks, that's an expensive call. And who do you call? Make it easy on yourself and call Choice Home Warranty. We've already done the research and have access to 25,000 technicians that can be at your home quickly. We've covered close to 2 million homes in the United States. There's a good chance your neighbors work with us. Call us right now before the next breakdown. We'll tell you everything that's covered in your home and give you the first month free with our ironclad 30-day money-back guarantee. Call now and learn how to get your free month.
800-378-2250. 800-378-2250. 800-378-2250. That's 800-378-2250.
Limitations and exclusions apply. First month free with purchase of single plan. Visit choicehomewarranty.com for more details.
Life is full of surprises. Some wonderful, some not so much. But here's one thing you can control: making sure your loved ones are protected if the unexpected happens. At easyplans.com, we make getting life insurance, well, easy. In just a few minutes, you can apply online and buy direct. No awkward phone calls, no confusing jargon, and no agent will contact you unless you request help. Just clear, affordable coverage, designed to fit your life and your budget. Fast approval, flexible plans, and unlike other online insurance sites, Easy Plans won't sell your information to others. So no endless phone calls and text messages. Whether you're just starting a family, buying a home, or thinking ahead, EasyPlans.com has you covered. EasyPlans.com. We make buying life insurance, well, easy.
America's News Update, I'm John Schaefer. The government shutdown is now in its fourth week, hitting millions of Americans. On Saturday, food assistance funding will run out for more than 40 million people. Flight delays are also rising, with more than 1,000 reported today as air traffic control faces staffing shortages. The Senate failed to pass a short-term spending bill for the 13th time. A new report shows strong private sector job growth over the past 4 weeks. ADP says preliminary data indicates an average of more than 14,000 jobs added per week through October 11th, a big improvement from September. Due to the government shutdown, ADP will now release 4-week employment averages every Tuesday. Hurricane Melissa is pounding Jamaica, marking one of the strongest landfalls on record in the Atlantic. The storm is bringing life-threatening flooding, heavy rainfall, and landslides across the western part of the island.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're going to be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PHIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PHIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PHIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code PHIL25.
You got a love bite on your neck. He's coming back this morning. What's the matter with you? Your life's going down the toilet. Cover up that damn thing. Come on, put some makeup on.
That's one of my favorites. It'll make you happy. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Sing a song. Happy, happy, happy. Anyway, Joe Messina, your host. Always a pleasure to have you with me. 855-REAL-JOE. 855-732-5562. Let's get back to her. Helping us get through the Thanksgiving holiday with relatives you may not care about being around. Dr. B joined us, Dr. Bridget Milson, and I've been apologizing to her all during the break. I'm so sorry that I had to restart the amp, and yeah, okay, we're good now. I can see it working.
We're good.
Yeah.
So go back and listen because it was awesome. It was just explaining, veterans and what they're dealing with.
Yep.
Just a heavy subject, Joe, for you to just not have running things.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much. I feel bad enough for them, but you're right. It is a heavy subject. They do deal with a lot. My uncle was actually I had a couple of relatives, but my one uncle in particular saw a lot of action in the military, and then he came home, became a Boston police officer, and he saw a lot of stuff going on there as well. And he handled it well, but I have moments of remembering a few outbursts from him with family members, and I now think it had to do with that exactly, the pressure of what was going on around him.
Well, and thanks for reminding me of that. First responders as well. That's another group that overseas, has to deal with suicides and depression and things
Oh,
of
yeah.
others, right? And another, it comes up. It is a definitely the rate is higher. The suicidal rate and the attempt rate.
And-
So.
And you have a whole different, not that it just happened this year, but the number of teens and people hooked on social media. You're also having that kind of thing where it's somewhat envious to a degree, where they're looking at what other people are doing and getting, and maybe how many family members that they have around them. That's got to be a whole different area to deal with, is it not?
Yes, and what I want to correct myself. It's the suicide attempts and feelings. The rates are higher, not the actual suicides, which is funny during the whole. Not funny, but you would think it is a myth. But what we're seeing with teens, right, is suicide by suggestion. It carries on when you have these feelings, when you have teens, especially somebody around you. It just plants the seed, right? It plants the idea. And then you go on social media and you see people talking about it, how to do it, what they're doing, why they're depressed, they're like, oh, I have that, I might be that. And that's the problem. And that's where parents really need to, come on, your kids are on break this week, and then they're on break for Christmas. Get the phones, get the phones out of their hands and go outside and play. Have some game nights. That's what I started doing now. Thanks to my good friend Shannon. I saw her doing it, and I'm like, I'm just going to keep these out. I just keep games out. They're just out on the tables or out on the counter, and it's like, hey, let's play this, let's play that. Do that with your kids while you're, washing dishes or loading it up, and your kid's sitting across from you, eating a snack. Pick up the dice, go over there and say, here's a dice game, let's play this. Have some ready to play, and just say, I don't care. Put your phone down, we're going to do it. And it's not about the game, parents, okay? It's about the conversation, it's about the laughter, it's about teaching them competitiveness, it's about teaching them how to lose, how to win, how to be appropriate in that, right? There's so many lessons to learn about just having that stuff out. Another thing I did, and I love it, and you can still go down to Walmart or your local grocery store and probably find one, is I got a tablecloth that is a coloring book tablecloth, and for Thanksgiving. And I just bought some pens. It was like $2 to buy some felt tip pens, and I put it up there. That's going to be the kids' table, right? Because there are no photos allowed on Thanksgiving or Christmas at our house. We don't see them. We're not on them. So nobody text or call me. Yeah, so we're going to have a bunch of little kids. I'm like, here you go. Here's some pens. They're washable. Color it up. And there are mazes on it. It's great. It was like on Amazon. It was like $7.99 or something like that, $5.99. And instead of a tablecloth, it's a writable, colorable, coloring book. It's awesome. So
why can't we do that for the adult table, too?
Yeah, no, let me tell you. So, Shirley, right, who passed away. It was incredible. Black, conservative, Christian, went and schooled black people on how to be, wake up, you're a slave to the Democratic Party. So she passed away almost 2 years now. So I have adopted her kids, even though they're all in their 30s. I have adopted them, and they are coming over. They always come over. They are going to so be coloring. I know Douglas, if you're hearing me, and Jonathan, and Kenneth. I love you guys, and I know they're going to be coloring. And so I got two sets of pens. And it's so cool because there's tic-tac-toe, there are mazes. It's the neatest thing. It's like this huge, long, But that's the thing, right? Have fun. Get off your phones. Parents, wake up in the morning tomorrow and say all of your phones.
Steal the phone. Steal it.
Yes.
Oh, your phone's missing? Oh, my God. I'll have to look for it later on. We're late for dinner.
Oh, my gosh. Drives me nuts. Absolutely.
Well, that was somebody sent me a text a little while ago and said, look, my teenager, whenever we go over for things like this, they're on the phone the whole time. They just won't get off the phone. And, my response would be, but what do you do with that? How do you set the expectation to your teens that, look, I know that thing is sewn onto your hand, but you're not doing it. We're going over to so-and-so's house. There'll be 20 of us there. You're going to interact with people.
Yeah, you just say it, because if you say it and you say it in a way that's with conviction and give your one why, basically. So what I do is say, hey, we're not doing phones, and people know this. I mean, but I'll make an announcement. I'm like, I don't want to see your phone. Allie will not have hers. Mike and I will not have ours unless there's an emergency. We'll hear the ding. There are games right there. Feel free to play them. It's just our expectation. And if you would be so kind as to support our family in our tradition of no phones and no electronic devices, we would love that. And people usually want to help out and do that. They want to support, you. Things we do is we print out a prayer that I sing every year. It's our family prayer. So just have stuff to do, like the games, the prayer. We get together and hold hands and sing this prayer. Just have stuff going on. We'll have a game on probably. So just it's not that difficult. But set the expectations right when people walk in. Hey, we're not doing social media. We're not going to have our phones. We just want to be present. And if you'd respect that, we would appreciate it. We can't make you do that, but we would love. And usually the parents are like, "Oh, absolutely, yeah, thank you." I've never got people that are like, "Okay, you're weird."
Look what you're doing to these people. So they can't be on their phones, so they can be distracted by that. They can't talk politics, and they actually have to act like they like the person sitting across from them when they don't. My boy, you're really stirring it up, aren't you?
I know, and they keep coming back. People keep coming back. I have the best parties, and you just make people feel loved. Do things at the table. Say one thing you're thankful for before we eat. It just teaches tradition.
We got to do a quick break. Be back in a minute. People don't go far. A lot more with Dr. B when we return. Dealing with the holidays is tough. I have to admit. There's some people I don't want here, but I invite them anyway. We'll be back in a minute.
You're asleep, right? You're asleep, right?
Yeah.
You okay?
The video.
Huh?
The video is supposed to be working. There you go. Now it's working. Just like 2 minutes. We'll be back in a minute. People don't go far. A lot more coming up after the break.
Have you ever picked up a towel set because it felt really soft in the store, but then when you go to use it, it's not very absorbent? That's why MyPillow has developed the MyPillow towels. Towels that work. The 6-piece towel set includes 2 bath towels, 2 hand towels, and 2 washcloths. And right now you can receive a 6-piece set for only $39.98 with promo code USA. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the radio listener special, and enter promo code USA, or call 800-951-8175. That's MyPillow.com, promo code USA.
Take as little as 3 minutes to see if you could save on motorcycle insurance with Progressive. Come on, you've spent more time than that trying to name your bike.
How about the Crusher? I guess it's not really crushing anything. The Silver Bolt? No. Oh, what about Pepper? Mysterious. Is it a pet or a condiment? Surprise! It's a motorcycle.
Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Do you have a story to tell? Bring your story to life with audiobooks. Great stories deserve great storytelling. Audiobook Network provides professional voice actors and full production services for every author's manuscript. From narration, production, and editing to distribution, promotion, and sales, Audiobook Network handles everything. If you have a print book, ebook, or even a manuscript, call Audiobook Network now and get our free audiobook guide. 800-734-1229. 800-734-1229.
I'd like to introduce you to our new sponsor, Get the Tea. Get the Tea carries all-natural, non-GMO organic teas and supplements made in the USA. Get the Tea's ingredients are the purest available. My favorite is Life Change Tea. Life Change Tea is a gentle daily cleanse containing 12 herbs that when combined really keep things moving. I drink it every day and my energy has never been better. I'm feeling great. Life Change Tea comes in 3 delicious flavors, natural, peppermint, and pomegranate. It's an easy and delicious way to keep your digestion on track. And for those on the go, try D365. D365 is Life Change Tea in a capsule. Drink the tea or take D365 capsules and keep your digestion running smoothly. Go to getthetea.com and enter discount code USA to get 10% off any size order. That's getthetea.com, discount code USA for 10% off your order.
Okay, I'm talking funny because I'm in the witness protection program. I have too much credit card debt and I don't want people to find me.
Okay, I'm just kidding. We're going to talk about credit card debt. Right, those plastic things that we all have in our wallet. Are you in your 50s or 60s and you're still carrying around a mound of credit card debt? Wouldn't it be nice to start banking that money and save a little money for retirement down the road? We help people restructure their credit card debt all the time. We show people how they can get out of credit card debt in months, not years. Listen, you'll be carrying around credit card debt for the rest of your life unless you deal with it right now. We offer a free consultation so you can learn how you can finally wipe out your credit card debt and start saving money. Give us a free call right now.
Call Debt Solutions Network now. 866-451-3328. 866-451-3328. That's 866-451-3328.
If you're a diabetic, we have great news. You can end the painful finger sticks with a new CGM. Plus, they may be covered by Medicare, Medicaid, or private insurance. If you test and inject daily, you may qualify. Call US Med now to learn more.
800-471-7065. 800-471-7065. 800-471-7065. That's 800-471-7065.
Attention. This is a public notice from the Social Security Disability Helpline. If you're one of the millions of Americans who are disabled and unable to work, you may be eligible for disability benefits from Social Security. Receiving benefits is your right. If you suffer from physical or mental disability, whether you're applying for the first time or you've already been denied, we can help. We'll evaluate your situation and deal with Social Security on your behalf. Best of all, there's no fee until you receive your benefits. Remember, we only get paid if you win your case. There are many reasons and conditions that may make you eligible for disability benefits. Many of them you may not be aware of. So if you're disabled and unable to work, call now to get started with your free, no-obligation consultation.
800-362-9337. 800-362-9337. That's 800-362-9337.
You know, you two girls have everything. You're tall and short and slim and stout and blonde and brunette. And that's just the kind of a girl I crave.
We're back at it. Joe Mazzini, your host. Always a pleasure to have you with me. 855-REAL-JOE. 855-732-5. Come on. I love horns. You know? Anyway, 855-REAL-JOE. 855-732-5563. Get involved, get engaged, be part of the solution, and more of Dr. B. Really, seriously. Can't get too much. This week, we're talking about issues that people have in their lives, whether you're a first responder, whether you're ex-military. And I guess you're really never ex-military. I was, Dr. B, I was corrected by a Marine who told me, you're never an ex-Marine. You're always a Marine, period.
Correct. Don't ever say that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Never. No, they're just military.
I was instructed, so it was good.
Yes,
Anyway.
I was instructed by one as well, and I said, oh, ex-military. I'm like, I couldn't think of the word veteran, and I'm like, so it's either veteran or military. Yeah, or military. Yeah, nope, never ex, because they're not. I get it.
No, it's always there.
All the respect.
Yep. It's funny. Somebody in the chat room right now, Ron, says, hey, because we have people that jump in and out that won't engage. And over the years, he says, come on in, be respectful, and we'll do the same. And he's right, because I watched them over the years, all of them. They're never nasty to people who come in for the first time. Then you get people who come in, and all they want to do is sling garbage. And I got to love my people in there. They go right after them and chase them out, because we're not having
with us or a new.
Yeah. No, I love that. Well, I love the command of it. It's come on in, be respectful, we'll do the same. That is just how life should be. Yeah. It is not that difficult. Mm-hmm. Oh, so there was a volume issue during the veteran segment. Good. I thought I was going crazy. Nope, not going crazy.
You went deaf. You just didn't know it.
That's right.
It wasn't for you. No, we'll fix that later. And yes, you can go back and get the podcast. You go to joemessina.com, and I'll make sure it's available to you guys.
Yeah, and I just put, this is how much fun we have in the chat room, everybody. I put your crazy for other reasons to Jimmy. So. And he's a good friend. Don't worry. He's amazing. Talk about a veteran is amazing. He's great. And everybody in his family except for him is going to be at my house because he wants to work, Jimmy.
Yep.
You have fun working.
So,
crazy.
All right. I know, we've only got a few minutes left with you, but one of the things I want to say to you is I know that people, different ethnicities, different groups, you grow up a little differently. What are some of the things that you need to see on the table, if you would, to kind of make it Thanksgiving? You know what I'm saying? That it's a true family feast. What? Well, like, I have lasagna all the time, so it's not really... What, do I have an hour? Are you serious? No, I've seen your feast at your house, when you put up the pictures.
Yeah, it's so a fun thing. I think, again, make it fun. Everybody's so wound up tight this year. And this is what I love to do, is people I have a chat of everybody, a group chat on my phone of everybody's gonna come to the Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow at our house. And someone's like, hey, so I'm bringing this and this and this. And they said, oh, I'm bringing, the sweet potatoes, the yams. And so someone chimed in, wait, did I not? I thought I was bringing sweet potatoes. And I'm like, wait, I'm making sweet potatoes. So everybody's like, well, should we not bring them? I'm like, no. We're going to have, a chili cook-off. We're going to have a sweet potato yam cook-off. Bring it. And then we're like, yeah, great idea. So that's just go with the flow. So a must is we're going to have a yam cook-off. We're all going to bring it. We're all going to taste it. It's great. I'm excited. Have fun. So I know I would love in the chat room, what are your musts for food? Ours have always been the green bean casserole, the yams with marshmallows.
The infamous green bean casserole. Yeah.
But mine is so good because people who don't like it
says
love
that.
mine.
Sorry, doctor.
I'm a good cook. You're right. But I'm excited because we're going to have, the yam cook-off is going to be fun. So then I added, my family didn't have this growing up, but I added this Paula Deen corn casserole. It is so good. So it is cream corn, regular corn, sour cream, a crap ton of butter, and you mix it all together. You bake it to where it's it's not going to come out like cornbread because it's got cream corn and sour cream and butter, so it's a little bit more mushy than that. And then you top it off by putting sharp cheddar cheese and then baking it an extra 10 minutes with the sharp cheddar cheese on top of it. No calories at all. But yeah, people are like, corn casserole gross, and then they try it and they're like, it's gone. And then they eat it all. They're like, can we get some of that to go? Yes. I always do to go.
Yes. You probably have the to go buckets.
I do. I always buy them. They're these paper bowls with lids. They're like cardboard little things. They're great. And then my husband every year, praise God, because don't want to make a turkey. Never have. He loves making the turkey and the stuffing, and that's all he does. That's what he does. And I'm like, he loves it, and he is good.
He's
it
a
is
man's
moist.
man. I can't.
It's so good, and I hate stuffing, so I don't eat it. Don't anybody yell at me. But he makes a good stuffing. Everybody loves it. He makes it from scratch, all of it. It's not the turkey.
See, in an Italian household, they give you a plate, and then they put the food in it. Then they put the plate on top, the plate upside down on top, and then they wrap it 12 times in saran wrap, and that's what you get to take home.
Yes,
right?
that was us growing up. Yes, but we didn't get the saran wrap. We just got the 2 plates because we were poor. We're like, here, good luck getting it home, and it would be all over your lap.
Good luck keeping it off the carpet. Good luck.
I know.
Carpet,
I'm
right?
fancy. Yes. Yeah. No, I'm fancy. I've got these little cardboard bowls with lids that secure, and I don't. They're not returnable or washable. Just use it. You can stick it in the microwave. Oh, and I make the homemade mashed potatoes with real potatoes. Peel them and make them homemade turkey gravy.
There you go. What time's the feast start?
Yes,
can I still get a flight out?
4 Central. I would totally fly you out. You guys should come. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Take your put a webcam up so we can partake of.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. I'll just Zoom everybody. Deviled eggs. Yes, I had deviled eggs growing up, but I never make them anymore. I need to do that. I've got a whole dozen here.
See, we didn't have any of that stuff. We had the big auntie pasta.
Was
always the stuff that we ate. We had turkey. We had. God, I'm gonna get in trouble. My aunt always made a turkey for the Americans that came by, so to speak. So she'd have turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, and a couple things like that. Asparagus, not a big fan. But there was always plenty of Italian food. Stuffed shells, lasagna, things like that. So.
And what about dessert? What do you guys do? Do you have like manicotti?
You don't eat manicotti for dessert, you Irishman. They had.
I don't know what that is. What's manicotti? I don't even know what it is.
It's like you think of cannoli, right? Anyway.
Cannoli.
Yeah, we have cannoli. Of all the sweet stuff, all the stuff that'll kill you. And
did you pie?
Did what?
Pumpkin pie?
What is pumpkin pie? No, we didn't have pumpkin pie.
Okay, fine. It's America. Pilgrims.
Oh my God.
The Mayflower.
Yeah, we had blueberry pie. We had apple pie. Things like that. We didn't have pumpkin pie.
What's manicotti? What is that now?
Think about a cannoli filled with ricotta cheese, like you would make a lasagna. Only it's pasta. It's a pasta roll.
Oh,
and then you cook it in sauce. Oh, yeah. Right?
Is manicotti good?
Yeah. Manicotti's delicious.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all delicious. It's filling, and then you can eat it all day, and you can have heartburn all the next day.
That's right.
Really, seriously.
You got it. I know we're going to have pie. What am I making? A pumpkin pie and an apple crisp pie thing.
And that's the other thing of the day. You were talking about conversation. I always try to drive the conversation, not to keep peace, just because I'm curious, but I always drive the conversation into, hey, you remember Aunt so-and-so or Aunt so-and-so, and she said she came over here. So you kind of keep the family stories, even though I know the answer, you kind of keep the family stories going at the table. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah. So even the young kids get a clue.
No, absolutely. And we're having a family friend that has adopted 4 kids, I believe. Amazing, selfless act, foster kids. She's great. And those kids will be able to see the traditions, right? The singing of the grace, the going around the table saying what you're thankful for, game night, and that's, I love it. Cool. There's nothing wrong with new traditions.
Yep.
So,
All right. Well, God bless, Dr. B. I know you got to get rolling. You got family waiting for you.
Have a happy
I
Thanksgiving.
appreciate you coming out, spending time with all of us here on the phone. And I'll call you tomorrow if a fight breaks out at my house, I promise.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk to you later on. Show Senior. She is always so easy to deal with. Seriously, guys. And she is always willing to come on when she, I won't say gets a when she feels the pressure, why am I saying this wrong? When she feels, that you're feeling the pressure, she will come on and discuss and talk and all of that. And so it's really great to have a friend like that. I hope she's having a great Thanksgiving, her and her family. I hope you guys are having a great, or will have a great Thanksgiving. So seriously, in all seriousness, she tells you all the time, reach out. She's willing to talk. She's willing to help you work things out. All right. Joe was into your host. Be back in a little bit. Got a lot of stuff to do in the next hour. Don't go far.
News Update, I'm John Schaefer. The government shutdown is now in its fourth week, hitting millions of Americans. On Saturday, food assistance funding will run out for more than 40 million people. Flight delays are also rising, with more than 1,000 reported today as air traffic control faces staffing shortages. The Senate failed to pass a short-term spending bill for the 13th time. A new report shows strong private sector job growth over the past 4 weeks. ADP says preliminary data indicates an average of more than 14,000 jobs added per week through October 11th, a big improvement from September. Due to the government shutdown, ADP will now release 4-week employment averages every Tuesday. Hurricane Melissa is pounding Jamaica, marking one of the strongest